It just was neat.
Adam Savage is notorious for doing
that
too.
He does it in San Diego every year. He does a different costume, and so yeah, that was cool. It was a very neat story about Mark Ruffalo. Yeah. So anyway, Sunday was all about like just kind of chilling and having fun at con.
Yeah, Sunday stopping was a lot more fun than Saturday, I think.
Stopping and getting pictures of people in costume. We saw some great Daredevil, a great Green Arrow. I'm trying to think.
There was a really good Deadpool too.
Yeah,
like there were a lot of Deadpool costumes there, but that one looked like the one from straight out of the movie.
I will say this though: the Deadpool costumes have sort of declined in recent years. There's not as many Deadpools as there used to be. Yeah, there used to be hundreds of Deadpools.
This year, they I think it was like the last Harry Potter book is like 20 years old now.
Yeah.
And
the first one.
Apparently you saw a bunch of Harry Potters, but I saw like 3.
I saw a handful of Harry Potters.
People as like the people in Harry Potter
I saw Newt
universe.
Scamander. I saw
the Newt Scamander was actually pretty
I saw
good.
M'Baku. We saw M'Baku. That was kind of cool from Black Panther.
Black Panther fighting or wait, no, it was 2 Killmongers fighting each other.
Yeah, cool. we saw that, and there was also there was this, not even Black Panther related, but there was a guy dressed as a stormtrooper, and it was a kid dressed as a stormtrooper, and he had an ATST that it was connected to him with BB-8 in it that would make sounds and stuff. It was a very well done costume for a guy that age. I hope he entered a contest and won something because it was kind of cool. But we go into go on the show floor, and it was really just kind of, uneventful. We went to the Bean Boozled. There was a Bean Boozled place.
The lady there was so nice because I got the random bean, and she had overheard me saying, like, please be the blue one.
Yeah.
And then she, like, gave me a blue one.
The
blue one's good either way. It's mint or blueberry. So either of them are good.
I got dog food and I threw it away.
My breath, one time
the Bean Boozled, like, I don't even know how they get the flavors to
taste. I don't even
them,
want to know.
Right? Because, like, they actually got the one that spoiled milk to taste and smell like spoiled milk, and it's the grossest thing of all time.
Our friend, our next door neighbor, had like a big box of them. It was like this big. He had me and Josie spinning the wheel. We did it like 5 times each, and then at one point I got peach or barf.
Barf actually tastes like barf, and it makes your breath smell like that.
How do you know what barf smells?
Because I had that one, and I've had the stomach bug countless times.
So anyway,
I ate it, and I got peach. And then he had me eat another one to see if I got barf. I got barf. I almost barfed.
So we got, everybody got a prize because they did that. And there was these cool, like, Jelly Belly sculpture or paintings made with Jelly Bellies. There was a Batman, and then someone was doing a Harry Potter one. That was neat.
Yeah, it was cool.
They were making it. And they were almost done. They had, like, a spot that was, like, the size of...
Right, so we made our way around the floor. There was we went to the Super 7 booth, which is cool.
They had these little things called Catch the Surprise. They're like, they're kind of like the muscle figures, and they have, except they're like the Japanese muscle figures.
They're mystery boxes. And
I got 2 exclusives this year. Mm-hmm. I got the Slime Knight, which is one of the Knights of the Slice figures you were talking about earlier, and then I got a Phantom Star Killer, which was a Super 7 exclusive. That's the only other figure I wanted because I saw it and I was like, that's a really it looks cool. But it has, like, a whole story behind it. Like, if it just looked cool, I wouldn't have gotten it. But it has, like, a whole story about how it was, like, a bootlegger that would take a bunch of different pieces from, like, Darth Vader, and it had, like, Luke's arm, and then the other skeleton guy. Do you remember what the?
It was from Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, one of the guys from Clash of the Titans. They took his head and then put it on top of Darth Vader or the Emperor's body or something like that. And they got like a felt cape or whatever. But Super 7 wanted to pay tribute to them, so to that guy after he had gotten like striked or something like that, because people.
I don't know what happened to him,
but he had to like stop making them, and Super 7 was like, "Hey, we'll make our own like sculpt of your Phantom Starkiller figure," and I thought that was really cool, because
and
they had another one which was like a heavy metal. What was it?
For Jack Kirby.
Yeah, it was Jack Kirby, but it was based on apparently the movie Argo, the real story that happened with Argo. But they used Jack Kirby's art as like the basis for the fake movie.
That's the one. That's the one I would have gotten.
It was cool.
Would be the heavy metal one. They were $15 each.
Yeah, and then they also had like pre-order up for the She-Ra and Catra figures. I didn't go for those. And they had they were really pushing the pre-order for the next Club Grayskull wave. I'm still not sure about. So so Super 7 was cool. We did that, and I'm trying to think. There was really nothing else at con that kind of jumped out at me.
No, I mean you got that was.
I didn't even. I don't think I even bought anything for myself while I was there. I didn't buy any books. I didn't buy any. Anything. There was no pops there I wanted, so
I got the Bob's Big Boy Pop, the 20-year anniversary.
Yeah, they had them marked down at $5, which is kind of cool. And then Josiah, you got a Steamboat Willie one. Yeah. But there was nothing there I really wanted.
Yeah,
nothing really jumped out at me.
A lot of it was just like a little too overpriced.
But
I could find stuff online.
What I've sort of determined is I'm now at a point where I think one day at the con is enough. And so the next time I'm probably going to go on a Sunday again. Because Sunday was...
It felt like it was less busy.
It's a shorter day. It's from 10 to 5 instead of 10 to 7. And another thing, people are, by about 3 o'clock, are ready to make deals, so they don't have to pack anything up. Which is how you got those $5 pops, because the guy did not want to put them in a box and take them wherever he was going. So, I'm probably done with the con. And then... we decided to do a little adventuring around New York.
Yep, we went on this really long walk to get to Toy Tokyo.
Yeah. Well, we hopped on the train.
Yeah, we ended up having...
But we ended up walking like we must have gone on the wrong end of the train station, because we ended up like walking forever down below. And then we got on the subway and went 4 stops to 8th Street. Got off and we were real close to Toy Tokyo, but then I was so tired I needed to sit down halfway through going there. And they Toy Tokyo, a lot of stuff is overpriced a bit, but it's just a kind of a experience to go there.
These little guys that me and Josiah got, they were like, I don't know how to explain them. They were all
They're
Japanese.
blind boxes. They're Japanese blind boxes.
And they were these little guys are like 2 inches.
Let me figure out what they are.
They glow in the dark.
And they're like, they have like several different series. They have like 6, I think.
Yeah,
there's one where it was like the bathroom,
and
there's a living room.
Yeah,
they're called
Smeeskis. So you got those, but other than that, there's really nothing there. I did kick myself because they're behind the counter. They have the Flying Fist He-Man and the Terror Claw Skeletor that I didn't buy for myself at GameStop about a year or two ago. Now it was $50 then. Now it's $100. So I didn't do that. But after Toy Tokyo, there was a 99-cent pizza joint around the corner, which we took. Went and had some 99-cent pizza, which was awesome. Cheap and really good pizza. So we ate pizza, and then what we were doing was I was just killing time because we were planning. I bought tickets to a concert, and I had volunteered to run merch at the table for our independent artist named Tyson Matzenbacher, and we were waiting because doors for the show didn't open until 6:30, and we were a good 20-minute walk from where we were going. The show was in Soho at a place called Les Poissons Rouges. By the way, do you know what that means?
No.
I'll tell you. I looked it up. The red fish. I knew it was red because rouge is red, and the whole building was red. It had like a red overtone to it.
Alcohol and art since 2008.
Yeah, so it's like a little Soho club. It's right by NYU, so it's in a cultured area of New York City. And so we ended up taking a Lyft over there, and the driver was from Haiti, I think. Wait, was he from Haiti? I think he might have been from Haiti.
The guy that took us there was from Haiti. The guy that took us back was from...
I don't know where. But anyway, so he dropped us off there, and we just kind of waited. We had to wait like 20 minutes for doors to open. And then Nate, the trusty assistant for Tyson Motzenbacher, came out and grabbed us. We went downstairs, and they ran us through the merch, how things are going and how things would go. And it's this little like dive bar almost, not an artsy bar.
It reminded me almost of the the scene in Scott Pilgrim. You don't remember really, but like the scene where they're at the show for like the Clash at Demon Head. That's where like. It looked a lot like that venue, kind of like with the big giant square like pillars that were all around and like they had a little area where you could sit, and then they had like the bar. But
it was cool. They had it was just a small artsy venue, and we were there for the Body and Ghost tour from John Mark McMillan. And opening for him was Tyson Motzenbacher and Mike Mains and the Branches. So
we're standing at the booth waiting, like just sitting there until the show starts. And then there's this one guy who comes over and wants his bag. Yep. So Dad hands him his bag and his jacket, and then he goes, and then he comes back like 30, 40 minutes later, gives it back to Dad, and he puts it back under the couch. That happens like 2 or 3 times. And then the guy that Dad was handing the bag back and forth to happened to be Mike Mains.
Yeah,
Mike Mains and the
for the other opening act. I'd never heard them before, but so what happened was I go in for when Tyson plays his set. Tyson played about 5 songs, and he was awesome. If you have a chance, check him out. In particular, I would recommend Letters for Lost Loves, but his new EP, Elmira and A Kind Invitation, those two are just as good. But anyway, we watched them and really, 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 really enjoyed Tyson. And after that, I go out and no one's comes out to buy merch because they're just doing the switchover. All that was Tyson was playing an acoustic guitar. There wasn't a lot of switchover that had to happen between him and Mike Mains and the Branches. So I go back in and the show starts, and it's that guy whose jacket I was helping, hand him his jacket and his bag, and he was just super down to earth. But wow, did they have a lot of energy on stage.
I ended up getting 3 out of the 5 people sign a sticker.
Yeah, but they had a lot of energy on stage. They were so cool.
They broke their piano, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, so the lady the lady that was
doing... The lady was his wife, Shannon. It's Mike Main's wife, Shannon.
And she was wearing gloves, so she didn't get anything on the piano. And they were carrying it off the stage, and it slipped out of her hands and fell. The keys hit the ground. Mm-hmm. There were 12 correct keys, and then they all were pushed down.
Now you found this out kind of peripherally because we're milling about. Now Jonas is the youngest person there. Josiah is the next youngest. There was nobody under the age of 21 there except for my kids, and we were just hanging out, and we find out. I'm sitting out there after Mike Mains and the Branches are played because there were some people coming out to check out merch because it was intermission between them and John Mark McMillan and his band playing. And so Mike and I are just sitting there. He's chatting up some people. We're chatting in between. I'm actually handing him Kleenex because he's dripping sweat everywhere because he's been on stage. And he's jumping in a leather jacket. It's hot up there. and they just left everything on stage.
And then Josiah is sitting on the steps near the entrance, and
yes.
then John Mark McMillan
just steps out. I didn't know it was him. I figured it was him because he was holding a guitar and he was the next act up. I was like, "Are you? You look like? Are you John Mark McMillan?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my name."
Yeah, it was really cool because he was just because where we were sitting, the backstage area